Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Once Upon a Time, the season premiere. So this is season 4, and we all know what this means. From last season, Frozen is here. So for me, I'm going to give you guys a little background on Once Upon a Time and how I found the show, and why I'm reviewing this show where I usually don't review it. Now, I have not seen every episode of Once Upon a Time. I've seen the first 2 seasons. I've not seen all of season 3. So I am jumping on to Once Upon a Time with not watching every episode, which I feel like a lot of people might, just because of the whole Frozen thing. I think you're going to get a lot more viewers that are not as familiar with Once Upon a Time that want to watch the story because of Frozen. And that's why I jumped onto the series to see if I would really enjoy it from watching it from season 4 and then also catching up with season 3 at the same time. But what do I think about this episode? What happened in this episode? We do get to see a lot of Frozen, so don't worry, it's not a cop-out where you see like one moment of Elsa. There's a lot of Frozen in this episode. And honestly, not a lot of Emma. It's not a lot about like Snow White and Prince Charming. It's not really about them, even though they're the main characters. You only see a little bit of them this season, or at least this season premiere. It's mostly about the supporting characters, especially Regina, a little bit of Rumpelstiltskin, and a lot of Frozen. So let's talk about the Frozen part first, because you all know that's why a lot of people are excited for this season. So we get to see 2 stories going on, just like the Once Upon a Time formula usually is. You get to see the past of Frozen, which they're not retelling an origin story. They are telling about, I guess, a year later of the Frozen movie, and where after the Frozen movie, because Kristoff and Anna are getting married, but Elsa finds out that the parents, all way back when they died, went on this trip to the Enchanted Forest because of Elsa and because they were scared of Elsa. I'm sure there's more of the story, but Anna wants to go out and find out why the parents would do this, because she doesn't believe the parents would do this. So obviously there's a lot more story there, and Elsa and Kristoff are staying in Arendelle. But somehow Elsa ends up in Storybrooke, I'm guessing looking for Anna. And that's where the story, obviously the mystery is in this episode, and we're going to find out more throughout the season. Where's Anna? What's going on with these parents? And how the hell did Elsa get to Storybrooke? So also we get to see Regina really conflicted about being a hero or a villain. And her love right now, Robin Hood, is taken away from her because of someone that should have died but Emma saved. So she feels that her love has been taken away from her, and she's trying to figure out all these ways to kind of still be a good person, but at the same time getting what she wants. And by the end, she decides, let the villains win. Come on, let the villains win. So I think that's a pretty cool cliffhanger. So then the last story we get to see is Rumpelstiltskin, where he's obviously dealing with his son's death, Neil. And he's already been a good guy, I would say. He's already converted to be a good guy. So it's both anti-heroes trying to figure out their place. And now Rumpelstiltskin's happy, but is lying to Belle with him still having his Rumpelstiltskin sword. And he creates a sorcerer hat. So what does that mean in Once Upon a Time? Who knows, but we'll end up seeing. And then again, like I said, there's not a lot of Emma this episode, but if you like the Hook-Emma relationship, we get to see a little exploration here with this episode. I like the episode. Now, what I liked about Frozen is that they're telling a story that we haven't been seen before. I'm glad that they're not retelling the Frozen story. With a lot of the Once Upon a Time stories, they did retell the story, but give their own little twist. I think Frozen's so recent that you don't really have to retell the story, so I thought they were really smart in doing that. I thought the effects were pretty good. The troll was great, and so was the snowman. Hopefully we get to see Olaf. That would be pretty cool. We didn't get to see him in this episode, but we got to see pretty much everyone else in this episode. Again, the trolls, the snowman, Kristoff. Now, the acting, I'm going to say, obviously really good choices. Kristoff, I've seen the actor previously in other TV shows like Chasing Life. I think he's awesome there, and I think he played a pretty good Kristoff here, and I'm excited to see his character grow, hopefully. Elsa I thought was pretty good, but the only character I didn't really like was Anna. I felt she was very forced in her clumsiness and felt a little bit too much like she was trying to be like Kristen Bell, and she didn't have a definition to herself. So I thought her character was awkward, but not the awkward we love about Anna. It just felt awkward. So hopefully Anna will grow as the story goes on and finds herself as the story goes on, because I thought she was kind of the weaker link for the Frozen story. But I'm excited to see where this mystery is going. I have a feeling we're going to get some shockers with the Frozen story. And then Regina, I think, was the most interesting thing next to the Frozen thing, just because that's been this whole series, figure out, is Regina a hero or a villain? And she's trying to really figure it out. Like, she just wants her happy ending. I don't know if she really wants to be a hero, but she definitely wants her happy ending, and she just needs to find a way to do that. And it's interesting because all Disney movies and all fairy tales, it ends. You know, there's an hour, or you read a book and it ends, the villain's over. But what happens when the villain has to live in a hero story for 4 seasons? What do you do with the villain? And that's where Once Upon a Time really explores that. What do you do with a villain that's trying to be a hero but truly isn't a hero? I really like how conflicted Regina is, and I think her character is going to be really interesting as the season goes on. So really enjoyed that. Wish we got a little bit more Emma, some more of the main characters, but it's really cool to see some more of the supporting characters. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good season premiere. I'm excited to see where it goes. If you want me to review more Once Upon a Time, please tell me in the comments below. I'll think about reviewing more Once Upon a Time, but I'll definitely be watching this season. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the random situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter, and don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.